All right, got an update for you folks. ORS Fusion 1.7. It's a pretty simple update as far as, well, there are no new parameters to adjust to make new templates or whatever, but this is an important update. We have two things. The first, we go into our strategy. The first is an email alert section. So we can disable the strategy here. So put your email in here, and then you can go and you can configure NinjaTrader, and I'll make a separate video on that. Go in and configure NinjaTrader to send you emails, and this ORS will send you emails based on when the strategy gets into a trade or when it closes a trade. And then you can also configure NinjaTrader to kind of convert that email to an SMS so you can get texted. And the reason that that is important is to do with this other super important update as far as Apex might go, is a semi-auto versus full auto. Don't confuse this with the entry type auto limit market. This is trade mode, semi-auto or full auto. So what we've had before was full auto, and you can go in, you can tell Apex like, yeah, it's a fully automated trading strategy if I let it, but I don't let it. I can adjust the stops, I can turn it off and on, I can tell it to only take longs or shorts, I can adjust the targets, I'm watching it the whole time, blah, 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 blah. So this function is kind of like another layer of protection for when you're making, if Apex asks you to make a video, which I have heard does happen, it's rare, but it does happen, a video on how your strategy works. If you come in and you show them like, hey, look, yeah, there is a full auto, yeah, but I use the semi-auto, and we can enable, and every time a trade is entered, I have to come back in and literally turn the strategy back on manually by clicking the on-off button on the chart trader, and that looks like this. So when you're making your video, if you need to do that on a payout approval, you can tell them that you need to come in here and manually click this button. And you can, they might ask you for the log, and so I'm just going to show everybody what's going on with the log here so we can see what pops up there. And we'll go in and I'll just show you guys how this works here. So let's rewind this market replay to this strategy. This template starts trading at 10:30, so 10:24, that should be good. Let's do a little bit. We're going to have to do 9:51. Let's see if that gives us a good starting point. There we go. All right, so we can disable ORS here. This is the difference between enable and disable and on-off. So this enables the whole the strategy as a whole. This will turn off its ability to enter new trades when this happens. So right now, just to recap, we go back in, we go into strategies, and we have semi-auto engaged right now. And then we can push play. And watch and observe. We're on 500x speed. It's going to take its first trade, and then this little button here, this on button, it'll go grayed out. It'll get grayed out to off, and we'll have to manually take our mouse, and this is what you can show Apex, come back in and turn it on. And you see that it turned it off. So I have to tell it, go turn back on again. It turned it off. I have to tell it, turn back on again. Apex, eat my shorts. Get it? I don't see how they can give us any issues, especially with this extra amount of protection. And we have to turn it back on again. Let's let this trade play out. But if I want, I can turn it back off. Like, this is the last one. This is the last trade I want to do. Etc., etc., etc. And we'll let this one play out if it ever decides to do something. It'll hit one of them eventually. But, after this, we can turn, there's another way you can do it. You can wait until this trade actually closes and then turn it back on. And we'll be getting alerts. I'm like, oh, okay, well, let's turn it back on again. That order was canceled because it was a buy zone. And here's another trade. All right, well, look at that. It turned it off again. Didn't disable the strategy, it just turned it off. And that's it. That's the last of our trades for this day anyway. We're back into our not tradable area. So that's it, folks. That's the new update. Pretty cool stuff there. Extra layer of protection for our Apex PA accounts in case anybody gives us a question or a hard time about it. We have this awesome new function. Just pretty cool. All right, Jake signing out.